happening? Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Landlord Sports, HTM Sports, we in the building with it, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, we got a show for y'all today. We got a show for y'all today. It's taking a minute to start for some reason, but should be good. Okay, there we go. I thought we had some technical difficulties for a second, but we in here, man. Hey, man, you know, when you be a normal trap dude, you know what I'm saying? At times, you might have to go to court for a minute, man. Sometimes you gotta go to court, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tim, you muted yourself, sir. It say you muted yourself. It say guest has muted themselves. So I don't know what you've done, but you got it, though. We gonna get you right. But man, you know, sometimes when you in the trap so long, you might have to go to court a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? You might have to do a little, you know what I'm saying? You might have to get out of a little jam here and there, man. But we finna put these guys on trial, man. This gonna be the first of a series of things of this nature. We gonna put them on trial. We gonna get to the bottom of this, what's going on in our nation. I tell you that much. Let's go. But first and foremost, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Let's go. Hey, y'all hit that like and share. Let's get this trap jumping now. Let's go.
Yeah.
We got these boys on trial today, man. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back.
Let's
Came
get
a
it.
long way. Hey. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey. And we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Go.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high. Used to rock knockout, but it's real now.
Like and share, man.
I probably average your
It's
career.
Tuesday.
Nigga one day hating on it,
Cowboys
probably
foot
wanna
high.
kill.
Yeah.
When they got our own band, we holla
ain't no
good deal.
landlord.
Long little CEO,
Commercial property out
CIP
here,
the dollar.
man. I run the
Good
courthouse
to my
too,
brother,
you know what I'm saying?
that made me
I
go
just run the
harder.
building.
Turn me to a monster.
know
I'm
what
focused
I'm
on the
saying? I just
comma.
got
I'ma
the
run up them
extra
commas
building.
for the summer, run up them numbers. Yeah. I know that they hate the way the ball man, rockin' all this ball man, street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. And we just getting K and they just in the way. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way.
Hey, man, let's get it. Let's get it. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us through a phone, but I promise you, hey, we gotta take the trap to the court, man.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it. What's happening with you, Mr. HTM Sports?
Man, I'm here today to make sure that justice is served.
Dang. See, look, I told y'all, we don't believe in tattletelling, you know what I'm saying? But some of these crimes were so egregious. It was so disturbing. It was such an injustice. We had to make sure we put these boys on trial, man. They got to go to court, y'all. We got to figure this out, man. So you already know, man, some of these coaches, you know, it look like they finna get away with murder here, dog. Look like they finna get away with murder. But we want to make sure we talk about what's going on here in Cowboy Nation, man, as far as these coaches go. And, hey, don't think nobody is getting off. Don't think nobody is getting off because we gonna bring every position group to trial. So we got a lot of stuff coming forward for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in for the win. We gonna make sure we dissect all of this stuff. Hey, what they say, what the players saying on Twitter, we got time today, you know?
Yeah.
Trap.
We got time today, HTM. What you think about it, man?
I mean, man, listen, we got court documents. We got a list of charges brought up against coaches. This is actually an active RICO case that has been brought forth against the Dallas Cowboy coaching room. Yeah, man, some of these charges are very, very serious, man. We got conspiracy, racketeering. There's a bunch of stuff going on over here that we must get taken care of. These coaches will be brought to justice, and y'all will be acting as the jury. We will bring forth the charges. We will discuss the case, and y'all will have the final say. Now, I do want to bring in, because we're going to go ahead and start court proceedings. Okay. I do want to go ahead and let y'all know that Al Harris, defensive back coach, has actually turned over state's evidence. Right, he had charges brought up against him for negligence of the secondary during the Dallas Cowboys' historic playoff loss. He actually turned over state evidence to the Dallas Cowboy Nation and will not be appearing on trial. He is currently within witness protection and will only be called forth to testify.
He is a public informant, y'all. He's a public informant. He got away. They said that boy Al Harris is a public informant, man. You know what I'm saying? We hit everybody with the RICO, and he got to singing. You know what I'm saying? He got to hitting them high notes, HTM. So, hey. He got away. He gave us some good information, though. So we finna get into it, man. Was that a bird or a plane? What was it? I'm not sure. Oh. It's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody out here right. Let's get into it, man. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Dak, you gonna be on trial soon. Hold your horses. You gonna be on trial.
Yeah, we got something for your ass. We got charges.
we gonna be on trial soon, Yonder Rain, Dakota. We got you. But this is Cowboys courthouse. Coaches on trial, man. We gotta bring these boys to the courthouse, and we gotta see what they've been doing. The egregious charges that they've been had against our our beloved Cowboys. You understand? So let's get into it, man.
And real quick, shout out to Donald Holmes for the 10-piece, man. I thank you for the love, my brother.
Shout out to Dono, man. I know he usually show on both ends, so I'm going to go and say it in advance. I appreciate you, Mr. Dono. Yeah, he do it. Yeah, you're a real one. We appreciate you. But y'all see, we got Big Mike. Big Mike is in shambles right here. Trap. Hey, man, I don't know how Mike got some black hands. He must have been caught black-handed. I don't know. He was caught black-handed with some of these egregious offenses. So, hey, they got him in trial, man. Hey, Big Mike, you my guy. But, hey, we got to get to the bottom of this, man. We got to get to the bottom of this. Let's see what his charges is, HTM. You want to take over?
Yeah, so on the docket, Cowboy Nation versus Mike Soprano. So allegedly, he's the head of the Dallas Cowboy crime family. Because there have been a numerous of offenses held up against the Dallas Cowboy Nation, right? So we have charges of losing 2 home playoff games in the last 3 years. Egregious.
That's terrible.
Having a 1-3 record in the postseason since his arrival. Egregious. So that's actually a felony offense. Once you have a losing record at your head coaching location, you might be liable for a 10 to 15 year sentence.
Hold on, wait one second. Amp just hit with a 199 super. He said, take that to try. Hey, Amp, I know you from the South. Don't tell me you quoting the last Mr. Biggs. Don't tell me you quoting the last Mr. Biggs. R.I.P. the last Mr. Biggs, man. Don't tell me you saying, get your 12 and take the trial. All right, don't tell me you talking about that, man. My bad.
He said what he said.
Go ahead.
He good, man. All right, this might be one of the most egregious one. The impersonating of an offensive guru. Because it looked good. Like we had that stretch, right after the 49ers game up until the final game of the season where Dak Prescott played his way into the MVP conversation, where CeeDee Lamb played his way into the Offensive Player of the Year conversation. Everything was just going in the Dallas Cowboys' favor. And then we went to the playoffs and we ran some old bullshit. So that's definitely a felony offense. This one is actually something that carries the death penalty. First degree battery of the running back room. Because what Mike McCarthy did, and he asked and what he asked Tony Pollard to do was really inhumane. Tony Pollard broke his leg in January, and they had him taking full-time running back reps by September.
That is distasteful.
So that was distasteful. They asked him to do more when he was physically less capable of doing it. And he did not go out there and find a reasonable 1-2 punch for Tony Pollard. Rico Dow, consistently injured. Hold on. Bear 24 hit somebody up with a 5-piece. It's on my end. He said, finally saw that Cooks pass up the sideline. He gave no effort to catch the ball. Also, I didn't think that Dobbs' TD catch was completed. Ball hit the ground. Those are two very good points. Because I said so myself. Brandon Cooks did not even put his hands out for the goal ball. But we will be bringing charges up against the wide receivers as well. There will be charges against the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the linebackers, the safeties. Every room on the Dallas Cowboys will be brought up to trial. They said they had time today on Twitter. We're going to make sure that they have time on their court dates.
We understand why you got time today, because you failed miserably when the biggest moments came about in the season. That's why you got time. So, it's funny how these guys get spicy with your content creators, with your real fan support, and then, they go put these other guys on pedestals and actually, publicly apologize and say stuff to these guys. So I don't understand how they get down around here, man. We the real Cowboy Nation, us in this space, they having conversations with fake Cowboy fans on media and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got time for that type of stuff, man. They gonna have to put some respect on the real Cowboy Nation, the ones who support year in, year out, all season, all of that draft. Training camp. We be here all day, all year long, and they gonna have to put some respect on our efforts. We deserve better, Cowboy Nation. We really do. We deserve better.
It's all good. And remember, y'all, let's go ahead and cover Big Mike, because y'all will make the final decision on Mike McCarthy. So we have losing of the 2 home playoff games, the 1-3 playoff record, the disappearance of the offense in the postseason, the dismantlement and mismanagement, the first-degree battery of the running back room, and conspiracy. Right, conspiracy. Because I'm starting to believe he was in bed with Vegas the way that the Dallas Cowboys played.
Salute to Bow on my end for the $5 super. I appreciate you. But conspiracy is something I want to touch on, man. Because, it seems very peculiar that we was one team in the regular season, and then when it come about the playoffs, we just crap the bed. We act like we never played football before. Mike was a guru in the regular season, then all of a sudden, he forgot how to coach football. He forgot how to call plays. Did Vegas come take a... You know what I'm saying? Did they come stop by your house, Mr. Mike McCarthy? You could talk to us. This is a courtroom. You could be in witness protection like Al Harris. You know what I'm saying? We can get you there. So we need you to...
You can live a normal life.
You can live a normal life. We'll just change your address, change your name, you know what I'm saying? You can still be, living a normal, functioning life. But we really need to get down to the science behind what you was doing. Because, like we said, he was one person. Then when he got to the playoffs, he became a whole nother guy. He started behaving a whole different way. So that right there it's alarming to me. You know what I'm saying? It's alarming to me. You've been up here impersonating a quarterback guru, because the most important times, the quarterback seems lost. The quarterback seems like a deer in headlights. Somebody said deer-eyed Dak. I think that was Boss Cowboy. Shout out to my guy Boss, man. Good. Deer-eyed Dak is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see deer-eyed Dak. And then, y'all know I've been a Big Mike supporter, but I gotta say this. The whole outlook on the team, it gotta fall on the head coach to a certain degree, bro. You are the overseer. You are responsible. Like, if the team won the championship, who they gonna give all the accolades to?
Mike McCarthy.
So if they lose miserably, who should get a lot of the blame?
Mike McCarthy.
So I'm not sitting here saying it's all him, but sir, if you driving the car and it wreck, hey, You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to have a talk to you, sir. We're gonna have a talk to you.
Trap.
Now you got the trap in the courtroom. This is not a place we want to be at. So you got to answer to these allegations and these charges, sir. We got to have a conversation with you. What's the other charge? You said losing 2 home playoff games.
Yeah. And listen, hey, Dwayne Brown, you are more than welcome to make an interjection for Mike McCarthy. You as the jurors on trial, if you would like more information or if you have any pushback, you are allowed to do so in the trial. This is the court of public opinion. So
and we're gonna let y'all vote on these guys' fate. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let y'all vote on their fate. Cause we gonna have our own opinions, but we gonna let y'all vote. So we just showed you the crimes that he committed. Yeah, DQ you next. But we just showed you the crimes that he committed. You know what I'm saying? Losing 2 home playoff games in the last 3 years. You supposed to be progressing. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a more stable team, and you should perform better when the lights get bright. We haven't seen that, Big Mike, and that mentality of the team, the way they come out and execute, the dysfunction with them having all these penalties and stuff, all of that gotta fall on you. You the head coach. Like if your special team coach going rogue and just blocking punts on his own accord, that's on you too. You too loose. You're too lenient. If you letting DQ be unprepared and have this defense being historically bad on a playoff game, that falls on you too because you vouching for him. So a lot of this stuff is, it comes back to Mike McCarthy at the same time, man. So I don't like it, Mike. You got to get your stuff together. So now it's time to vote on his fate, man. What would y'all say about Mike McCarthy? We gonna leave it up to a vote.
Rev Rebel said they have evidence video camera in 4K.
So
and Numhand Neil just entered the chat box as well. He said, "What's up, gents?" He said, "I managed to slap Jerry, Dan Quinn, and Dak 317 times before checking in, and then hiding out in the trap."
I feel like smacking the head of the day. Smack.
Slap.
That's his.
We will strike that from evidence. Though. You are in court, so we're going to strike that from evidence.
We turn the blind out of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon Mahoney, I believe. Let me know if I screwed up your name. Says, LOL, we the prosecution are okay with these charges. Hey, I feel hey, put them up under the jail. But look, we finna do a vote now. We gonna say innocent or guilty. Innocent or guilty. I or G. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna tally up the votes, and then we gonna say what should his fate be? Should he get fired or should he be, be on probation? Should he get 5 years and then get off on good behavior? What should he be? You know what I'm saying? What should happen?
Bounty Hunter said he's motioning to move for the death penalty.
Then look, we thought you was a mobster. You came in here and you getting yourself whacked. You got somebody whacked and then all of a sudden it's you know what I'm saying? You done crap the bed and now you done got yourself on trial. So, mobsters be able to move in silence, Big Mike. You supposed to be able to maneuver through the judges and in the underworld. You doing a bad job at that, sir. You supposed to be silent. Like lasagna. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. You heard what Lil Wayne said, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get better at that, Mike. But we going to tally up the votes. I usually do it like this on my show here. I'm going to do a 1 minute timer. 2 minutes. Well, 1 minute. 1 minute timer. And then at the end of it, we're going to tally up all we see. That's what we'll do.
That's fine. All right, so everybody, we got 60 seconds to get your votes in for the fate of Mike McCarthy. G for guilty, I for innocent, and then we will come together for the sentencing.
Facts. We gonna have to see what we gonna do to him. You know what I'm saying? If he innocent, if he guilty, we gonna have to come up with a. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said the shoe program. I know you've been a dangerous dude your whole life, you know what I'm saying? What you know about that, Macho? What you know about that, man? What you know about that? Hey, that's on funny. Somebody said, yikes. I see a lot of G's in the building. Hey, y'all gonna prosecute everybody. I got a feeling everybody is going to jail. You're going to jail.
Guilty at the full extent of the law.
We got 4
I
seconds
saw a
left.
life sentence in there. Double life.
Let's get it, y'all. Hey, if you got something at the buzzer, I'm gonna give you 5 additional seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is the end of it. So we're gonna see where we at with it. Okay. Where's the first G? Where's the first I? I got a feeling we don't even gotta do it. But it looks like it's all G's in this thing. Okay.
Let me count mine up and I'll let you count yours up.
Okay.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 G's and 2 I's on my end.
I think I'll check combined on my program, so I'm gonna just have to do all of them. So let me see.
Bet, go ahead.
I ain't gonna be able to separate it. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guilty as a mother. 8, 9, 10, 11. Life sentence is crazy. 12. It said send them to the hole. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Guilty of sin.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Y'all can't be voting twice. 30, 31, 32, 33. That man said the electric chair. 34, 35, 36, 37. Macho, you got to relax. He done voted 75 times. 37. Y'all nefarious, boy. Y'all voted like the Pro Bowl, did it, boy? Y'all great.
Trap, man.
They spam the votes.
Trap.
Okay, he said I voted 8 times. Okay, I don't think we got to do the innocent, man. They got him guilty, bro. You're going down, Big Mike. You're going down, man. The court has spoken, sir. The court has spoken. You going down, Big Mike. You're going down. So, hey, relax, Dan Quinn. You coming. Don't be asking if we done yet. You coming.
Yeah, you gonna get yours, my boy.
Your time is coming, my boy. Big Mike Soprano, you know, I'm sure you thought you was coming in for, charges on your mysterious business and waste management, but not this time, sir. We got you dead to rights. We caught you black-handed, bro. You're going down. You're going down. So, hey, what would his penalty be, Hen? What would you sentence him to? We ain't gonna let them do it, because we won't have nobody alive in here if we let them do it. If we let them
we will not charge him with death, but we will give Mike McCarthy a delayed sentence. He has 1 year. He has 1 year to improve on his playoff performance, or he will receive the death penalty by the Dallas Cowboys front office and fan base. Also, I just received $20 from Michael Nelson that also confirms that I need to allow him to shoot him in the kneecaps for the disrespect shown to the Dallas Cowboy fan base and family members.
Appreciate Numhand Neal on my side too, man. We appreciate your support, sir. Go ahead.
Indeed. Also, Numhand Neal will be allowed to slap Mr. McCarthy 30 times every day until he wins 2 playoff games.
Hey, I support that.
Trap.
Okay, I think that's a fair sentencing. You know what I'm saying? Give him 1 year probation. You know what I'm saying? Probationary period. And in this time, you cannot eat no food, no water until you get a playoff run. You know what I'm saying? Not in the facility. Maybe you can go get your own at home. But when you hear no food, no water, you know what I'm saying? No communication, no social media. You know what I'm saying? The only TV you can watch is film, but Big Mike. That's all you can watch. That's all you can watch. We gonna give you a pencil and paper, but all you can do is come up with schemes and stuff like that. That's all we gonna give you, Big Mike. So, hey, You on a probationary period, we need better from you. We expect better from you. And you lucky, we have no choice but to give it to you. Because some of us would have had
if the Dallas Cowboys had not already came out and said you would be the head coach next year, you would have been electrocuted. You would have been subjected to lethal injection. Man. Lisa hit you up with a 5-piece over there.
Yeah, appreciate you, Miss Lisa, with the super sticker. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support. But hey, man, you know, we paying court costs and stuff out here, man. You know, we taking these boys to trial, so we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to cover court costs because we bringing a lot of people to trial this offseason, man. This was a very disappointing, you know what I'm saying, disappointing way we ended this season. We don't appreciate that, man. It was too egregious. We can't be letting these criminals just run around Cowboy Nation without being sentenced. You know what I'm saying? We got to have some control. We got to have some structure. It can't just be total anarchy in our facility, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this together. But let's move along. We got
Bounty Hunter asked were we in California with these light sentencing. The only reason that Mike McCarthy got a year worth of probation is because he has a year left on his deal. So he will be whacked next year if he does not win a championship. But Mike McCarthy is guilty as sin. All charges will stick, and he will be executed.
Somebody said no water. LOL. He gonna die. He can't win nothing. Hey, I said he could do it on his own time. He can get some water before he come. Fly guy. He can get some water at home. You know what I'm saying? We can't provide that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? What them it was a lot of stern coaches used to be like, hey, you don't even get no food on the plane ride back if you don't win. That's how we doing out here in Cowboy Nation. We bringing this back to old school, retro coaching. That's what we on, man. We sick of this. But we got another criminal that's been, you know, reigning terror on Cowboy Nation.
Reigning terror, hold on.
Hey, they say he up there with the Joker when it comes to villains in our city, man. He done turned Dallas into Gotham. He been raining all kind of terror, HTM, and hey, man, he's got some very egregious offenses, man. He's been doing a lot of crazy things in our space, man. We got to bring it to him. We got to take it to him. We got to make an example out of this dude. We can't just let him run free. So let's bring him up. Let's bring him up to the courtroom, man. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Mr.
Oh, I'm ready for this one.
Daniel, it's his name, Daniel. We gonna call him Daniel Quinn until he get better. You know what I'm saying? Trap. Ain't no more nicknames for you, sir, because I don't think your mama named you Dan. That's too short. I believe it's too short to me. And even if it is, when you come in the trap, we gotta call you by your government name now. Trap.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
We got to call you by your government name.
They said guilty already. Damn, we ain't read the charges yet. I got 2 guilty just popped up in my shit.
Hey, we got
3 guilty.
We got to call him by his government name. Ain't no more Dan. His name is Daniel Quinn. And look, he a villain already with the last name. Are you some kind of Harley Quinn, sir? Let us know what's going on. Are you some kin to Harley Quinn? Because, hey, you done tried to turn Dallas into Gotham, and we don't appreciate that, man. But let's get into these charges, man, because we know he got a laundry list. They say he got a laundry list of charges, HTM, man. Take over, man. Get it done for me.
Please bring up the charges. I'm ready to prosecute, man. So Dan Quinn, his crimes against humanity. He allowed the most efficient quarterback performance in playoff history. So that should be that right there actually holds a double death sentence. Once he dies, his soul must also be killed as well. It cannot be permitted to go to heaven. All right. He allowed 28.7 points.
You say he can't go to heaven? Trap. This man did crimes on the football field. He can't even go to heaven. That boy that wild boy.
Listen, when you allow a quarterback in his first rookie game to have the best playoff game ever, you are not allowed to ever, hey, be a part of society, go to heaven, vote, Like all of your rights have been taken away.
Hey, shout out to
salute to
Numb
Numb
Hand
Neil.
Neil, bro, with the $5 super. He said, Dan cringe. Ah, man.
Trap.
I think I like that. Dan
That is
cringe.
horrible.
Ah, man, you ate with that, Numb Hand. Hey, we might have to adopt that in the trap. Dan cringe. Daniel
Hey, also
Quinn right now.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to tell Craig, we already convicted Mike McCarthy. You were late to the trial. Mike McCarthy has already been voted guilty as charged. He has a delayed sentence, and that carries the death penalty if he is to fail next year. So he has a delayed sentence. He has been found guilty by a jury of his peers. So he already stood trial. Yeah. But I'm glad. But no, you don't have to apologize. I'm just happy that you're here with us, so you can help us with the rest of this. Yeah. You're gonna have to vote on the rest of these folks' lives.
Yeah, they fate is in your hands, sir. So you know what I'm saying. You got great responsibility. You know what I'm saying. What they say. But
hey, with great power comes great responsibility.
Absolutely. But okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
So second charge, because I said that the first charge had a double death penalty. So he allowed 28.7 points per game against winning teams in the 2023 season. That is actually a direct correlation with fraud charges. So his defense was actually fraudulent. So this is actually a charge of fraud that also carries a mandatory life sentence without a possibility of parole. Because why are you out here personating a Dallas Cowboy coach? Give me 1 second.
Miss Patrice talking about she laughing. Hey, we gotta bring these boys to trial, Miss Patrice. She said with the 199, I'm driving and laughing like shit. Hey, we gotta bring them to trial, Miss Patrice. This just what it done came to, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to look, we got the court opinion. This is the court of public opinion, so we can be fair. I'm not pushing my agenda. He's not pushing his agenda. We gonna get it fairly judged, you know what I'm saying? And they will be punished, and they will be, you know what I'm saying, held accountable for their actions. We will not let it go. Criminals must be, you know what I'm saying, charged to the fullest extent of the law. You know what I'm saying?
We will push. We will throw the book at these motherfuckers. It is up.
Usually, like I said, we don't snitch in the trap. You know what I'm saying? Usually we don't. But these charges are so egregious. You know what I'm saying? We would be doing a disservice to the world if we didn't put somebody in trouble, like put somebody under the jail for this stuff. The trap had to go to the courtroom, man. We sorry. The trap had to go to the courtroom.
Troy said Mike McCarthy's proper counsel wasn't here when we sentenced him. He's trying to plead on that.
Hey, Mike McCarthy tried to represent himself, didn't he?
Trap.
Mike said he ain't need no judge. Like Mike said, he represent himself. Like, nah, bro, you're getting whacked, Mike. You're tripping. But let's get back into it, man. You got to state the rest of his charges. Oh yeah, you coming? Wait a minute. Hold your horse.
Hold on. Hold your horse. He tried to run.
he tried to get out. He tried to escape. Go ahead.
Man, hold on now. All right, so we went through. He allowed the most efficient quarterback performance in playoff history. Allowed 28.7 points per game. Allowed the most wide open receiver in terms of yardage the entire season. So, listen, there was nobody within. I ain't gonna even say yards. I say 17 yards. You be like, oh, ain't that bad. There was nobody within 51 feet of the tight end in that playoff game. Do you know that 51 feet is slightly higher than a 2-story building?
Lord Jesus. Say it.
Yes, that's how open that man was. He was open like prostitute legs.
Yeah.
So no, that's a crime. We will also charge him with the heinous crimes of nature against the linebacker position, because he had 205-pound men playing linebacker. Marquise Bell was put in dangerous situations because Dan Quinn wanted to reinvent the wheel at the linebacker position.
Yeah.
J-Ron Kurtz, who was about 210 pounds, was put in life-changing predicaments because of Dan Quinn. He got this man out there with the green dot.
And
so that
go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say that charge actually carries a sentence of lethal injection.
Lord Jesus. Hey,
There's no way around. Like, you get the needle with that charge.
so let me give my 2 cents on these charges, because these are very serious charges. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can go get probation and stuff like this now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Neil on your side, man.
Yes, indeed. He said Dan Quinn was producing counterfeit linebackers. Yes, they were coming off of a press-up machine. You know how folks be pressing up those shirts with the random ass graphics on it.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to press up linebackers, man.
They got a Nike shirt they got a Nike swoosh on a tuxedo. You know what I'm saying? Trap. They got a Nike swoosh on a suit coat, man. So you gotta watch these dudes, man. They very nefarious. But okay, the first charge, allowed the most efficient quarterback performance in playoff history. That is just distasteful, man. Not only did he do that, he actually allowed a first timer. You know what I'm saying? This boy got Similac behind his ears. We seen it. This boy, for some reason, he was so confident, they walked straight down and scored 7 on you. Like, this is easy work. The most wide open receivers in history. Like, this is just egregious. Like, these are charges, like, they so terrible that I don't think you can recover from this. I don't think I can move forward with you after this. Cause, like, you know, this is too much. Like, how do I have confidence in you after you doing such criminal deeds out here? Dirty deeds out here, man. What are you doing? So it's almost like you working for the Green Bay Packers. You almost a double agent at this time. You almost a double agent.
Hold on. Do we need to add charges of conspiracy to the docket?
Yes, because he is almost a double agent. How you allow people to be that open here? We could have been at home and they would have been that open. The defense didn't even have to be on the field. They almost doing practice stuff, HTM. You know what I'm saying? Are you working with the Packers, sir? We got to, Mr. Dan Quinn, Daniel Cringe, are you a part of the Green Bay Packers Association? Are you with them? Because it looked like you was working with them. You wasn't helping the Cowboys. You was helping the Packers yesterday. Trap. You weren't helping the Cowboys. He was helping the Packers. So that's very alarming. So what you think, man?
So,
what you think?
I think the last charge on there is the most egregious. Can you bring that up for us real quick, sir?
I got you, sir. I got you. There you go. Bam. Wait a minute, Brian.
Wait a minute.
Brian, keep trying to sneak out the back door. Go ahead.
You will get your day in court, Brian. Animal abuse for crimes against Micah Parsons.
Wait a minute, man. Did you say animal abuse, sir?
Animal abuse.
Ah, man. What it is, Peter gonna be after Dan Quinn after this, bro. Peter gonna be after him.
On his ass, boy. Cause how you gonna disrespect a lion like that? Like how you gonna do this against a lion, man? Like, the lion was ready to roar and feast and eat, and you had him dropping back in coverage.
You just sabotaging us at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? A lion supposed to roam and hunt. You had the lion in there baking cookies. What you doing? Trap. You got the lion in here with a seatbelt on. Like, you domesticated the lion. You know what I'm saying? You done skint the lion and made you a coat out of it, man. Peter is gonna be knocking at your door, Mr. Dan Quinn. We don't appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? This is animal cruelty at this point. So what you thinking, man? We went over the charges. Let's show the people one more time what his charges are. Not you, Brian.
Put them up there.
Let's show the people one more time. Let's go over one more time, and then we're going to take a vote. Allowed the most efficient quarterback performance in playoff history. And this is not us being hyperbolic either, people. This is a fact, okay? Allowed 28.7 points per game against winning teams in 2023. That is just distasteful, uncivilized. Allowed the most wide open receiver in terms of yardage of all season. Like, no receiver that played in 2023 against any team was more open than Luke Musgrave. And that was a rookie too, by the way. So not that these are proven people who doing this to you. These are rookies and first-time playoff people. So that's just imagine if we was going up against some top tier talent. It could have been worse, sound like. It could have been worse. So, that's a charge that you just can't get probation from. You can't get out of that one, man. The court you gonna get your just due. Okay, crimes against nature against the linebacker. Hello, crimes of nature against the linebacker position. You are just deploying cornerbacks at linebacker, like DBs, basically. You know what I'm saying? People who don't have the physical attributes to be playing linebacker. You are just deploying them out here and just saying, hey, get it done. I'm sure Dan Quinn must have been around some of our mamas, man, and told them to make it enough. He said, make it enough.
Trap.
These boys ain't no linebackers. Dan Quinn said, make it enough. I'm only 119 soaking wet, Dan Quinn. Make it enough. Go out there and tackle. That's all I'm going to say to you. And he turned his back and walked away. He did this to most of the linebackers, man, and that's a problem. That is not going to get us where we need to be. So, hey, man, we just went over the charges. And then the last one, animal cruelty, is just terrible. So
doing Michael Parsons bad.
Just doing them bad, doing and not using them to the best of his abilities, you know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis. So we got a problem with that. Shout out to Michael Nelson on your side, Mr. HTM. He said the
drones are accessory to the crime. Listen, they got their own laundry list of charges that we will bring up against them. Like I said, this is a RICO case against the entirety of the Dallas Cowboy coaching staff. It also stretches to the front office and the players. There is culpability along numerous factions of the Dallas Cowboy organization. All will stand trial. All will have their day in court. All will stand justice in the court of public opinion.
They gonna get their business. They gonna get the business. They will. But let's continue now. We got to get this vote. You know how that goes, just like we did last time. We need an I for innocent, G for guilty. I don't even know if we got to do this exercise necessarily because, the first indications is this boy going down,
Trap.
This boy going down, man. They say he needs some conspiracy charges too. Good grief.
Add them on there.
This is Cowboys YSL. This is a RICO case. And hey, we got we gotta bring them, we gotta get it right, y'all. We gotta get it right. So hey, is they I for innocent, G for guilty, and then we're gonna talk about his sentencing. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna give him after the results. So let me put my time up there. You know how we get down. I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute. And then we're going to talk about it afterwards, okay? We're going to talk about it afterwards. We're giving you 1 minute. Get your votes in. We need class participation. Y'all the jury now. Do y'all want to let these criminals get away scot-free? Let us know now. Hey, if you don't vote, we don't know what to do with them, man. We might have to just let them back in the building. So, hey, let us know what you want to do, man. Let us know. Let us know. We waiting on the votes. We're going to see what y'all got going on. I'm sure it's pretty bad for them. You know what I'm saying? They already getting the stuff together for him to be executed. But, we just want to be sure. We want to make sure everybody's voice is heard and make sure we, give him his fair judgment. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I don't see not one eye in the building. Not one eye on the planet right now. Good grief. Okay. My time is up. My 1 minute is up. And now we finna get into it. All right, we finna count them up. I don't know why I need to do this, honestly. I don't even think I need to do it.
He's guilty.
He's guilty. I ain't even seen one eye. So, yeah, all G's is straight G's. G's for the whole team. So, Mr. Dan Quinn, you have been sentenced.
He has been sentenced to death.
He's getting death.
Dan Quinn had I got the entire sentencing right here.
Okay.
Dan Quinn will be sentenced to death promptly and immediately. When his soul leaves his body, it must be restrained for an additional 5,000 years.
Oh, man.
So he must die, and his soul and his soul must be in prison for an additional 5,000 years before he moves on. If he is reincarnated as a new person, the new person must automatically receive a life sentence.
Good grief. He cannot ever be seen in the earth realm ever again. So we'll just say that we don't even want to see his soul no more. Like, we need him up out of here. You know, we don't need Dan Quinn no longer. He must perish. So, and you know, metaphorically, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Metaphorically.
You know,
this is all fun and games. God bless Dan Quinn.
You know, don't bother us, feds. You know what I'm saying? Don't bother us. We just talking metaphorically, you know. But no harm will be done to these good people, so to speak. Allegedly.
So to speak. Allegedly.
So, you know, hey.
But he does need to be fired.
Yeah, he's need to get his the heads need to roll. We'll say that, so to speak. Allegedly. We need them to walk their way up out of Dallas, you know. And we'll escort you to your doom. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure you walk down that death row. We'll get Suge Knight and all of them, and we'll be ready for you, sir. We'll be ready. But let's move on. We got another criminal that's been on the loose. They say he's so elusive, you don't even know what to charge him with, man. Trap. They say this dude's so slick, you don't even know what he be doing. You know what I'm saying? They say this dude's so slick, but you can't even get a good make on what he do on a day-to-day. So, you know, he's very underhanded. He's very nefarious in his practices. So let's bring him up to the court, man, so we can discuss this guy. What his name is? Mr. Brian Schottenheimer. And let's talk about his charges.
I'm gonna add new charges of attempted fleeing. So attempted fleeing will be added. He tried to run from Landlord 5 different times, so that we will also add those charges as well. Please continue, Mr. Lord.
Yeah, man. Hey, you've been very nefarious, sir. And we gonna say you impersonating the OC too, because we ain't seen you do nothing. I mean, maybe you doing stuff behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like right now you've been caught black-handed, man. You know what I'm saying? Trap. I don't know what else to say, Mr. Shotty, but you know, we didn't see your implements. We didn't see your impressions on this offense really at all. I thought you was a run game coordinator or something, or some people say you the pass game coordinator. Like, at this point, Brian Schottenheimer is timing off Martin. We don't think he got a job at this point. Trap. Brian Schottenheimer goes to an all-black building. He gets you to drop him off down the street. And then he walks to an all-black building with no signs, no nothing, and just walk in mysteriously. We don't know what he do. So I just want to bring that to the court. You know what I'm saying? Present that evidence before we move forward. We have no idea what this man does, and at this point, we needed his help. We hired him for a job, and I don't think he's been doing his job, Mr. HTM.
That's fine with me. Let's bring up the charges for Brian Schottenheimer. Let's see where he falls.
On your side right now.
Oh, he said espionage, fleeing, and obstruction of justice. Damn, numbhead Neil.
Got some charges ready for him. So let's look at what his resume is. Okay. See, he's been so nefarious, so mysterious, we don't even know what to charge him with. We just know he been doing something wrong, Mr. HTM. He been doing something.
He received failure to report a crime because he watched Mike McCarthy fuck up the game and did nothing. So when you watch crimes be committed, you are at fault. If you watch a murder and do not report the murder, you are guilty after the fact. Matter of fact, for the courtroom, I do have a quote here by Edmund Burke. At least it was accredited to Edmund Burke. Okay. He said, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph in the world is that good men do nothing.
Ah, man. Wait a minute. We got ATM poetic in here. Hey, Marcus Hardison better watch out, man. Marcus Hardison better watch out. Where he at, man? Where Marcus Hardison at? You better watch out. We got ATM in here poetic. Say it one more time, man, for the people in the back.
For the people in the back. Again, this was accredited to Edmund Burke. The only thing necessary for evil to triumph in the world is that good men do nothing. Brian Schottenheimer might be a good man, but when he saw the evil that was the Dallas Cowboys offense, he did nothing to change it. Brian Schottenheimer might be a good man, but when he saw the evil of Mike McCarthy's play design in that playoff game, he did nothing. Brian Schottenheimer might be a good man, but when he saw the evil of the run game, he did nothing.
I can't do this, bro. I'm too silly.
Trap.
Hey, man, what that boy Wayne said, man, if I can't have fun with it, I'm done with it. Hey, we got to quit. We got to keep from crying. We got to laugh, bro. We got to laugh, bro, because this was so disappointing this year, man. We gotta make some kind of fun out of this, right? So, look.
Hey, yes, hold on. Let me just throw this out there for the people asking. Yes, Dak Prescott will be on trial. He's just not on trial today. We did not have enough time to get to the head coaches, get to the front office, and get to all the players. So we do have Dak Prescott on the docket, and we do have a laundry list of charges that he will be brought up on. So we will be trying to throw the book at Dak Prescott when he comes up to trial. But in the meantime, we will handle the people on the docket, and when it's time for Dak Prescott to get his day in court, we will present the evidence, and we will have our day in court and get justice.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think that was perfectly said, sir, and we appreciate you. And
they said that you hit 5K, by the way, bro.
Somebody just put me on. Landlord Sports has finally hit 5K. Let's go, y'all.
Trap.
Let's go, y'all.
Trap.
The trap has finally hit 5K, man. You know, it's been a lot of hard work involved in this, man, from the start. And I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be able to do none of this without y'all, man. It's great. It's great to see that. What it was last year, on January 17th, I was at 3K. And a year later, I'm at 5K, man. So I appreciate all the love and support. Hey, don't think this for the week. I got 836 videos out here, man. Trap. So, hey, man, I appreciate all the love and support, man. 5K, we here now. I'm trying to grow. Hey, road to 10K. We just trying to keep growing this, man. Keep pushing this great content out to the nation, man. If you believe in what we do, if you enjoy what we do, make sure y'all support it, man. We really do need y'all support. We can't do none of this without y'all, man. I love all y'all for the support that y'all gave me, man. Thank y'all. Let's continue to get this done. Let's continue to grow this thing, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Shout out to the trap, man. Shout out to the trap. Shout out to the trap, man. 5K, we on the way. But let's continue, man. Let's get back into Mr. Brian Schottenheimer. You said he might be a good man. Wait a minute. There go Dak. Hey, you coming. Your day coming, sir.
You coming.
Hey,
you coming, my boy.
Watch
Don't
out.
trip.
Don't be trying to run.
Don't trip.
Don't be trying to run now. Hold on. Don't be trying to run. He tried to hit this skate route. I think we listed Brian Schottenheimer's, his crimes, because we know he probably did a lot more nefarious stuff that we just ain't got our hand on. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so elusive and nefarious. He's underhanded in his maneuvers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he did a lot of stuff in the background. So, hey, he going to have to be charged with it too, right? He going to have to be charged with some other stuff too. Conspiracy got to be on his too. Conspiracy got to be on his docket.
Conspiracy on his shit for real.
It is.
Conspiracy. Because listen, you let it happen. Damn, he done look so sad. He know he finna go to jail.
He know he going down.
he know he fucked up.
That boy
it's crazy because he got a long ass list.
Hey, he going down. He already know what time it is with him, man. But listen, yeah, it's time for you to pay the piper, man. You've been caught. You know what I'm saying? And you got to man up and take responsibility and accountability for your actions. So, hey, man, we're going to have to let the court decide your fate, Mr. Brian. So, hey, give me an I for innocent. Give me a G for guilty. So, we're going to get it done. We got to figure them out, and then we're going to give them a sentence. And then, hey, we're going to get ready to do some other things and ride this thing on out. So, let's see. We got some playoff football to watch. Unfortunately, this the first, games being played without your Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a long off season. We going to help you get through it, man. If y'all support us, we going to help y'all get through it. We going to make sure we entertain y'all all the time, you know what I'm saying? Every day as much as we can. All we ask is for your support. But, yeah, give me an I, give me a G. Y'all want everybody to go down, boy. They don't even know what this man
They said
did.
M for... I see an M for mercy. Like they
They said mercy of the court.
John Cofield said he gonna plead innocent due to insanity.
He gotta be. He gonna have to act like he ain't have no knowledge. He like one of them mob wives. Like he gonna be like, I didn't know none of this stuff was going on.
You know, I don't know.
I had no knowledge of nothing. Like he was totally taken aback, taken out of character. He didn't know what was going on. But okay, let me put my time on. Y'all got some extra time with this. Okay.
Hey, King Kaiser said that Dak turned himself into the police station.
Dak had all that black on. He was in witness protection too. So hey, we got to figure it out, man. But hey, the court of public opinion, man. Cowboy Nation versus the Cowboys coaches right now. And we got to get to the bottom of this, man. We got to get to the bottom of this. So make sure y'all get your votes in. You got 37 seconds, and time is dwindling away. So make sure you get your voice heard, man. You do not want to let these criminals get away free. You know what I'm saying? Scot-free. I don't know what Scott did, but why they put Scot-free in there? He must have got away with some good. He must have got away with a lot of shit. Trap. You know how they say he got away scot-free? What did Scott do? Scott got away with some big egregious shit. That boy Scott was nefarious, boy. He got away scot-free. We don't want these criminals to get away scot-free. So make sure your voices be heard, man, when we tally this up and get to the bottom of what's going on with our beloved Dallas Cowboy team. So, okay, let's see. It looks like everybody says guilty. We don't even know what he did, but we don't like it. We don't like it already. Okay, GG. I don't see an innocent at all yet. Okay, I see Miss Nisa said innocent. He's going to snitch. Mike took the play calling. She said he innocent. Okay. We got one eye in the building. GGG. Greg Williams showing interest into returning to DC. He might be the guy we took. Okay, I'm just trying to find anything other than the G's because it's guilty all around. Basically a landslide at guilty these days. Okay, guilty. Yeah. Y'all having a conversation. Common sense says the whole team is guilty for not breaking rules of Jerry. Yeah. It's looking ugly for you, Mr. Bryan. It looks like you gotta go down. This is a RICO, so you gotta go. You gotta go, bro. Trap. They basically all screwed. On a RICO, they basically all screwed, though, low-key. You're going to jail, bro. You're going to jail. Freight Chain said, give him a plea deal.
Man, and yes, we will eventually put the players. We're doing coaches right now, except for Al Harris. Al Harris already turned over evidence to the state, so he is a informant within the witness protection program at this point. But the players will eventually go on trial. The ownership will go on trial. Everybody is going to get the smoke and get their due justice in the court of opinion.
Facts. We gotta get them. We gotta get to the bottom of this, man. These problems in Dallas, bro, we got to get it fixed so we can make sure we get our team together, man. We got some stuff to make sure we get done so we can be better off in the long run, man. We can't let these people get away with this. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them get away with this. These charges are too egregious, and they doing humanity a disservice. We don't appreciate it. You know? They doing humanity a disservice. You know what I'm saying? We don't appreciate this. But, okay, what would Brian Schottenheimer charge? What would his sentencing be? What would you sentence him?
We're going to sentence him to excommunication. We were going to excommunicate Brian Schottenheimer from the world. He actually must move to the moon and only get a month's supply of oxygen. If he turns over state evidence against his co-conspirators, we might give him some extra months supply to live a little longer. But he will be excommunicated to the moon, and if he actually turns over state evidence, we will increase his lifespan by adding more oxygen.
Okay, I like it. I don't know how we've been doing this seriously, y'all. Y'all gotta hit this like button. Trap. I don't even know how we doing this, but hey, we doing it because I'm so silly. I'm gonna be up here laughing all day. But yeah, man, let's see. They said, I just got a notification. It says Mike McCarthy will be coaching on an expiring contract in 2024. We know that. He didn't get an extension. He got granted a lifeline and won. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, we're just going to give him a month worth of oxygen and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Give him maybe, 2 weeks supply of H2O. Because we want him to start making choices. Like man, look, I got oxygen, but hey, that water running out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm going to do? We got him between a rock and a hard place out here, man. Go ahead.
King Kaiser said, Shotty ready to eat that full course meal and snitch. He going to take the cheese.
We going to walk in the room.
Cheese sandwich.
Look, we going to walk in the room. He got a full McDonald's meal on the desk. Trap. You know, they say that's a bad sign right there, boy. When they see you got food in there, they like, yeah, it's over with. You done already told. They like, dang, that boy got a Big Mac meal with a large soda and everything. Yeah, it's over with. He told everything. We going down. You might as well go and start calling your family. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? But, man, they said Brian Schottenheimer works in an all-black building. We don't know what he does, but we don't like it. And you know what I'm saying? We paid him to do a job that he did not do. We don't know what he's done, but we don't like what he's not done. So we'll say that. You know what I'm saying? The things he didn't do, we gonna charge him with that. You know what I'm saying? We told him to do one job and he didn't do it. So, hey, you're guilty. That's how we gonna do it.
Hey, this remind me of that old song back in the day. I don't like the look of... Man, hold on. Who sung that shit? You know what the hell I'm talking about, too, with some Atlanta niggas.
I don't know.
Man, hold on.
I didn't hear what you said. How it go?
That song had that Willy Wonka beat to it. I don't like the look of it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the people who made it. Though.
I forget them boys' name. That shit.
I don't like the look of it. I know what you're talking about. Shout out to Paul Rodriguez with the $5 super. He says, "Bro, we need to early turn up the pressure on conservatively scary play scheme style of the shit-stained Dan Quinn. Then the O-line and the running game." Yeah, you right about that. We been playing conservatively, and that's crazy, especially in the playouts. Like, how you get from being aggressive, you the big bad wolf, and then when you see some other wolves, you turn into a squirrel all of a sudden. You know, everybody a gangster until they in the room with some real gangsters, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody a soldier when it ain't time for war right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody willing to be that tough when it ain't time for it. So, I don't know, man. We really got to really reevaluate Dan Quinn. Like, if we got to stick with DQ, man, we really got to see some linebackers. We got to see some defensive tackles. It's a big-time arsenal of defensive tackles that's going to be available in 2024. We need to make sure we be aggressive about them. I feel like if you get a nice defensive tackle, a dominant defensive tackle, why can't Cowboy Nation go after a dominant defensive tackle? Why we can't? Is there the rules against Cowboys doing that?
Man,
is it?
We should have added the charges of forcing Monty Smith to be on Jenny Craig to Dan Quinn's docket. You supposed to be the defensive line guru. We already killed him and held his soul and gave if he resurrect, gave him the life sentence. So like, we can't really do much more. He
can't get worse. So
it can't get worse. So you know that one charge was not gonna make or break Dan Quinn.
Yeah. So you right about that, man. We can go get somebody that dominant like that, bro. They available. Just imagine we get Leonard Williams or somebody on this team. Sheldon Rankins or either Chris Jones. Man, Chris Jones, bro. I doubt
And he played with Dak.
I doubt he leaving. But, man, if we was able to get Chris Jones. Chris Jones got their whole defense wrong. The Chiefs' defense don't play on run defense and stuff like that. Man, that boy a dog. And he getting sacks from the defensive tackle position. And he's stopping the run. He's a complete player. So, man, he'll do wonders for this defense. He'll work wonders. And all I think we need is a nice I say a dominant defensive tackle. I don't want to draft no more. We seen what happened. I told you I didn't want to do that from the beginning. But we need to go address that in free agency. We don't need no young players at these pivotal positions. We haven't been stopping the run for years. Is it time to do it? Quit trying to put a Band-Aid on stuff with the draft. The draft is a gamble. It's a crap roll. You don't know what you're going to get necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Even a player could be dominant in college and then come here and be, lackluster. We've seen this. So why not go get a proven commodity at these important positions, HTM? That's all I'm saying. At linebacker, at defensive tackle, that would drastically improve your team. You go get Bobby Wagner here. You go get Bobby Wagner and put him in the middle of this defense and go get you either Leonard Williams or Sheldon Rankins or somebody that's a real defensive tackle. Man, this defense will be transformed with just them two positions. I take my chances with the draft for the offense. I go get me a wide receiver first round, somebody that I believe in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even telling you to pay no big time positions like that. Because you will have to, if I wanted to upgrade on wide receiver from the free agency market, you will have to go pay big time dollars. We already know Dollar Bill is not a fan of that.
Dollar Bill!
We know he's not trying to do that. So we're not even going to act like that's something that's more than likely that's possible. So that's why I said a premier position, I would be trying to replenish them every draft. I'd just be taking swings at wide receivers and defensive ends and tackles and stuff like that. The ones that demand a whole lot of money in the offseason and in the market, I'd be shooting shots at them in the draft. So even when I don't need them, you know what I'm saying? I just be hoping that I can score big on one of them, and if they turn out to be a great player or something, and I don't need them, I could trade them. Now I got, you know what I'm saying? You still could do a lot of stuff with it. So when it comes to the wide receiver position, I take my chances at one of these young wide receivers coming out because we seen it work in recent years. You know what I'm saying? CeeDee Lamb was an impact receiver when he first got here. We see how Jordan Addison impacted Minnesota over there. We seen how Tank Dell was doing for Houston. It's a lot of rookie wide receivers that came out and balled out. Now there is Quinn Johnsons out here, like for the Chargers. That happens too. But I trust in my offense. I trust in the talent around us. I feel like we'll be able to be successful with one of these young, talented wide receivers. And I trust Will McClay to pick the right guy. So, I want us to go big on wide receiver. And maybe if we could possibly get 3 free agents, my 3 would be a running back, then a linebacker, and a defensive tackle. That's 3 free agents. I'm not asking you to replenish the whole team in free agents. But those are super important positions that could drastically change the fate of your team. And that's what we need. Running back, linebacker, defensive tackle. Go get proven players in those areas, and I feel like this team will be better off in.
I agree, but I want blood right now because you holding up the one person that I'm finna crucify. So we can get back to that, but I'm trying to go ahead and whack this nigga. I know they gonna say he's guilty.
Wait a minute.
I think you're trying to save him. Are you trying to flip him? Or are you trying to let him sit back there and think and flip him? That what you trying to do?
Ah, man.
You trying to let him marinate? Look at this man charges. Look at this man charges, man. Come on now.
Scott McCurley.
Scott McCurley, man. He should have been. We probably should have got his ass right after Mike McCarthy. His shit. We should have probably got Scott McCurley right after Mike McCarthy. I've been waiting to get on his ass, boy. I've been waiting to get on his ass. Cause you talk about getting a linebacker, he gonna mess it up. So guess what? He gonna mess it up. He can mess up a wet dream.
He can't mess up a proven Bobby Wagner though. He can't mess that up. He can't mess up a proven Bobby Wagner.
Hey, if he's in the building, he will mess it up. He don't have Bobby Wagner trying to do some shit he ain't never did before. So he got to go. So these are the charges against Scott McCurley, right? And I agree with you on everything you said, though. Wide receiver, definitely needed. You could pair him with a CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb signed a 5-year deal. You get a wide receiver in the first round on a 5-year contract for 4 regular years and a 5th-year rookie option. Perfect harmony, right? Mm-hmm. You go get a linebacker, help you stop the run, a number defensive tackle. Your team's better. But I gotta get the hating out the way, man. I just been JVB boy done voted 92 times. He just guilty. So let me tell you what this man done did. Okay. Fraud. Cause this man ain't no linebacker coach. I don't know what the hell he does. Matter of fact, Scott McCurley did not even have no backing as a background as no damn linebacker coach, if I'm not mistaken. Yikes. Let me go look at his jobs before he got here in Dallas. Let's see if we see anything that says linebacker. Okay, so he was an assistant linebacker coach in Green Bay. So he helped somebody else help the linebackers. And then he went to a straight up defensive assistant, and then he became the linebackers coach. That does not sound like enough pedigree. Nah. That don't sound like enough pedigree to me to be out here trying to coach up linebackers when half your linebackers ain't even real linebackers. Matter of fact, the way that Damone Clark don't know shit should be not only a fireable defense, but we might push for the firing squad against Scott McCurley before he gets out of here. Now, it's very old. It's a very old form of punishment, but he might need to get shot a couple times. And, if he survives, he might need to get shot a couple more times. So, fraud.
Metaphoric.
Unless you're going to do it? No, I'm just playing.
But reckless endangerment of a linebacker, ACM. Trap. Hey, man, that's just so egregious to me. Because, look, you got these lightweight dudes out here running around, and you set up there and let Dan Quinn do you like that, too. You know what I'm saying? This your position group, though, right? You can't just say yes, sir, every time, man. What about having a pair down there? Grow a pair. Because you can't sit up here and let people be like, hey, we going to give you anything, and you just say yes, sir. You can't just say yes, sir, to everything, man. When they start giving you these makeshift linebackers made out of popsicle sticks and bubble gum, you supposed to say no. You supposed to say no. That's not gonna get it. And then think about it. I told you, a company man that never benefits you, bro. Cause nobody respects you like that. Nobody respects a company man. Cause you wanna know why? If I sit up and let you take anything, if you sit up there and accept anything I say, when it don't work, you still getting fired. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well be a real man and stand on your principles, stand solid on what you believe in.
Solid and stand on whatever.
Because whether it worked your way or my way, you're still gonna get fired. We gonna still have to let you go. Let it go. We still gonna have to let you go regardless. So be a man, do your thing and stand on your word. Because it look like you just been accepting anything, ACM. What you think about that?
Man, listen. Despite that, he only had one linebacker to coach, and he didn't do a good job of doing that. Damone Clark is the only damn linebacker that has been consistently on the team. Because, you can say LVE, he got hurt. He wasn't there most of the time. Rashad Evans didn't even play. You can't count him. The one focal point that you had was Damone Clark, and he was awful all year. We had high hopes for Damone Clark, and listen, it's not like he even developed in it. I feel like he done took a step back in his development as a linebacker. I feel he done took a step back because I like what I saw from Damone Clark more last year than this year. How the hell the linebacker get worse, nigga?
He regressed. That's what it looked like.
He regressed.
And he almost, I know this gonna be sounding strange now. Cause we a family. We can talk about this stuff, right? Judgment free zone. We judging because we in court, but you know what I mean. We judging your ass. But you know what I mean. Look, our linebacker play was so bad, bro. It made you almost miss LVE. Unpopular opinion, but it's true, you know that. I never thought I'd miss LVE at all. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, LVE would have played better than some of them boys, bro. We had some terrible play on our second level, man. Terrible play. Man,
we were awful. And he deserves whatever sentencing that we decide on. I ain't got through the rest of the charges. I'm ready to throw the book at this man. But
okay. You want to go and get through it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get through it.
Let's go and get done with this dude. I'm sick of him already.
Stealing funds.
Go ahead.
I was going to say stealing funds from the Dallas Cowboys organization because you're obviously not doing your job. You're just there collecting a paycheck. That is a form of embezzlement, in my opinion. You're not putting in any work and you're getting paid.
Dude,
you're getting paid to play. You're playing on company time. Huh? I had lost my headphone thing, but
you good,
man. You seen the dude that had that meme. I don't ever do shit at work.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't ever do shit at work. That's this man right here.
That's definitely him. He is the personification of that little viral moment. I don't never do nothing at work, and it's Scott McCurley, man. You remember once I discovered who the linebacker coach was, that probably was about week 6, week 7. I've been on his top because he was very elusive too. He reminds you of Brian Schottenheimer. They might be some kin. He go to a black building too with no name on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust him because he was very elusive. We didn't know who he was. This man did not one interview all year. Trap. This man didn't do an interview the whole year. We hear all these other position groups, you know what I'm saying, coaches. We seen Aiden Dirty, he the defensive line coach. We seen him on interviews. We seen Al Harris on interviews. So don't tell me position group coaches ain't doing interviews. Why is this young man not been doing interviews? Because you had one of the worst units in football, but you haven't came to the court of public opinion. That's what you got HTM Sports for. That's what you got Landlord Sports for. Because we're not going to let this criminal get away with this. So, hey, I'm sick of these dudes, man. Trap. I'm sick of these dudes, man. They got to come. We got to bring them to justice here. Continue, sir. Just continue, please.
So I'm glad you brought that up, that he doesn't do interviews. That falls back into the point of conspiracy. Him and Mike McCarthy conspired to protect his job. They conspired together to let this man steal money because they had a relationship dating back to Green Bay. He hired his homeboy. He's trying to cover up for his homeboy. He's the homeboy that's being covered up for. So that's why they both have conspiracy charges. So they cannot conspire to destroy the Dallas Cowboys. And because of this said conspiracy, we also have charged him with treason. He has went against the Dallas Cowboys. He has put the Dallas Cowboys at disadvantage for the sake of money. So that is a crime that he must pay for with his life. He must also be sentenced to triple death. We're going to actually send him in front.
Wait a minute. To what?
Trap.
This man says sentence him to what?
The triple death.
Lord,
he must go through 3 death sentences at the same time. He must face the firing squad after receiving the lethal injection. And Lord, if he is still breathing after 2 minutes, we will put his body in the electric chair.
Metaphorically, of course. But wait a minute. HAA Network Sports says innocent? What? Wow.
Drop the music.
Wow. Let's stop the show. What you mean innocent, man? He said on second thought, guilty. Okay, we respect that. Trap. Hey, man, we can admit we wrong. Y'all can too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, with more information, you know what I'm saying, I feel like your opinion should be able to change. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. We put his charges out there for you. You know what I'm saying? The court of public opinion must do its job. So, hey, what we think about this dude, man? Is he innocent or guilty? We're going to put the numbers out here. We're going to put that down, that time out there for y'all, man, and get it done. I'm going to let y'all do it. G for guilty, I for innocent. We know how we do it. We're going to do 1 minute timer. and we're going to let it rock out, man. We got to come to the bottom of this, man. We got to get to the bottom of this, man. Let's go.
I know Nisi said guilty. That man guilty.
Miss Nisa don't bother nobody. You know he wrong for that. You know he wrong for that. And you done got Miss Nisa up here telling on you, man. You know you doing something wrong. You know your charges are egregious. If you got these good people up here bringing you to the courtroom, sir. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We got 27 seconds. We need class participation. Y'all are the jury. Do not let these criminals get away scot-free. You know, somebody let me know the story behind Scott and Free. I need to know because Scott had to do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or is it just a saying? I don't know. Let me know. You know?
I'm gonna have to Google that shit after the show.
Cause they just put a name behind it. Scott Free. You got away scot free. What did Scott do? Cause they didn't let that go. We don't want these boys to get away scot free. We must bring them to trial, y'all. We must bring them to trial. So okay, the 1 minute timer is up, and it's now time to see if this young man will go down for his criminal activity that he's been a part of.
Okay, I found out why they call it scot free.
Please.
It's an abbreviation of a Scandinavian word, scat. So it would actually means tax or payment. So he got off without having to pay for anything. It was scot free. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm thinking it was a guy named Scott that got away with something so egregious they didn't never let it go.
Trap.
It's actually only one T.
Okay. You know, we just say these sayings all the time, but we don't really even look up the origin. So thank you, sir. That was dope right there. But okay,
indeed.
Let's make sure we tally up his fate real quick, and then we're gonna move along. We're gonna move on and move along. Okay, Mr. Scott McCurley. In the case of Cowboy Nation versus Scott McCurley, we got 1 G, 2,
1,000 G's, because JVB boy said he got 355,000 votes as a G.
My God, he is serious. Somebody said I never heard of him. We don't know this man. That's even worse. Like other people been standing on they deficiencies, right? They've been coming talking about it. We've been saying, at least we seen Dan Quinn on the mic when he go screw up. He'd be like, well, guys, you know, at least he got something to say. Scott McCurley just been in the background. Mike McCarthy just gave him a pass, like, hey, don't do no interviews, bro. Don't go out there at all. We got another tunnel for you to leave. They got a whole another escape route for him, because we ain't seen this man do not one interview. Okay.
Hey, Ashton Howard said, as Uncle Ruckus would say, that nigga's guilty.
He did it. These charges are too egregious. It looked like mostly G's. I ain't even see no I. Hold on. Yeah, no. I seen an I, but it said I know. It was the beginning of a sentence. It wasn't.
He said, I know you did it.
It was the beginning of a sentence. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even what you thought. So, hey, he been hiding away, Miss Nisa. He been hiding all year, and we been letting him get away with it with this terrible linebacker play on our second level. It is unacceptable. So what would his sentencing be, Mr. ACM? What would his sentencing be?
The triple death will be the sentencing as originally brought forth out of my mind. He shall first be hit with the firing squad. He then shall be infused with the most dangerous poison in America with the lethal injection. And then, you know, after marinating for 5 minutes, we will put him into the electric chair. So triple death for Scott McCurley for the treason. The treason really is the one that I care most about. You're out here stealing money on company time, but the company that you work for is the Dallas Cowboys. So if you commit crimes to get the Dallas Cowboys and put us at a disadvantage to win football games when we done spent our hard-earned money on Dallas Cowboy paraphernalia, tickets, gas to go back and forth to games, and everything else in between, you shall be destroyed completely and fully. We have a no-nonsense policy for treason against the Dallas Cowboys. So McCurley, you will die horribly.
Facts. Hey, I
in the name of justice, you got to throw that out there. You say shit like that. You say you got in the name of justice.
Ishnay on the Ishnay. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. You know.
He said triple death for getting off lightly.
Getting off lightly. What do you want us to do? What would you have us to do, sir? Like,
what else can we do?
Y'all so look, hey man. Laughter ain't gonna erase the pain, but it is therapeutic, right? That's all we got right now, man. The team made us mad. They made us sad and mad, disappointed. It's so many mixed emotions from after this game, man. But hey, we gotta do our job, you know what I'm saying? We gotta come through and help us get through this, man. Because look, we ain't giving up on our squad. We can't do that. So hey, we gotta figure out what we can do to improve this team. And hey, we got to put pressure on them to do the things that we think will help out this team. So, you know, the way you do your job is supporting the content, showing up, you know what I'm saying, making sure we keep going, and sharing and liking so we can get out here. We want this to be on Jerry Jones' front desk. We want him to be on his desk. You know what I'm saying? We can't ignore it. After it gets so big, it can't be ignored no more. They're going to be like, hey, Mr. Jones, this video has such and such 1,000 views. And you might want to take a look at that, man. You know? Trap. Hey, after a while, once it gets so big, it can no longer be ignored. So we ain't gonna be able to do that without y'all, man. So make sure y'all support this content, man. Get this truth out here. We putting everybody on trial. So make no mistake about it. This is part 1. We doing this again. Who's next? We gonna have to do the ownership next because we kind of did it out of order, but. You know what I'm saying?
We should have went top down, but you know, I had to go ahead and whack them.
Y'all believe it or not, we did all this on the fly over one phone conversation. So you see how we just put all this together. Me and ACM on one conversation. We put all this stuff together with y'all for y'all. And we thought of the idea. We just built all this stuff in one conversation. So this the first installment. It'll be better next time because we're going to really put a lot of research and time into it. So look forward to Cowboys courtroom, man. We still got a lot of people who fake that we got to decide in their hands. Shout out to Corey Vaughn with the $5 super. He says, flog him. What you mean by that? I don't know.
Let me bring up the definition of flog for the people in the back.
I might not be, that keen on that area right there. I don't know.
All right, a punishment in which the victim is repeatedly hit repeatedly with a whip or stick. Yikes. Public floggings. So they're gonna beat the shit out of the dog shit out of this boy right here. So they're gonna beat the dog shit out of him.
Trap. I don't know how I'm accomplishing this because I'm silly than a mug, y'all. I'm over here weak. This has been a fun episode. I ain't gonna lie. This is just part 1. Like I said, we went out of order because we started this on the fly. It was, in one phone conversation. So now we're gonna have to backtrack, but we still gonna get it done. We probably go to the ownership and then we're gonna go to the players. Okay? That's how we gonna do it. I think that's the best way to do it. And then, look forward down the road. Me and HTM gonna be doing Cowboys College. So if you new here, we gonna be doing Cowboys College, looking at all the draft prospects and all of that stuff, man. So we got a lot in store for y'all, man. So stay tuned, man. Just stay tuned. Stay in touch. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuning in to the content.
Hold on. Alan said he was driving. Who was guilty and not guilty? Everybody today was guilty and seeing the only coach that was not brought to trial was Al Harris. He caught the plea, brought evidence to the court. So he is in witness protection. But Mike McCarthy was sentenced to a delayed death penalty. He has a year to win 2 playoff games, or he will die a horrible death in the court. Dan Quinn was sentenced to death, 5,000 years imprisonment of his soul, and a life sentence to any reincarnation he may have. What did we sentence Brian Schottenheimer? Oh, we sent Brian Schottenheimer to exile on the moon with only a month left of air. And if he wants to turn over state evidence against the rest of the organization, we will provide more oxygen at that point to
We said
be
he
laid.
got a month worth of air and he got 2 weeks worth of H2O. So
yes,
gonna
2
have to
weeks
make
of
some
water as well.
choices. Yeah.
So make sure to throw that out there as well. And then we hit McCurley with the triple death penalty. He will go through firing squad, lethal injection, and then the electric chair simultaneously. So once he's shot, he will be injected with the most powerful poison in North America, the strongest concoction they can find, and then he will be put on the electric chair. He said, are we able to call witnesses to the stand, such as Gallup, CD's mom, Michael's brother, anyone in the booth with Quinn? Was Quinn on the red phone?
Hey, you might be on to something. Hey, we're gonna have the convo in a minute. Next time we're gonna bring y'all up to make y'all cases for the players. That's probably gonna be the one we do for the players, ain't it? Because there's gonna be some people that wanna, you know what I'm saying, testify for their favorite players and feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe our judgment is a little too harsh. But hey, we gonna see what happens. We gonna make sure we get y'all involved. We gonna give them a lifeline, a phone call on the next episode. But man, you got anything else you want to say before we ride this thing on out? Unfortunately, I gotta go to the workplace today. You know, unfortunately.
Man, I had fun on this one, man. It was a real fun show. We're definitely gonna do this shit again very soon. Ownership coming up next. Then we'll go to the players from there. And we're gonna have ourselves a good time, man. But hey, it's HTM Sports over here. Aiden Dirty, what was he sentenced to? I didn't charge Aiden Dirty. In my opinion, Aiden Dirty did the best that he could do to his ability. Michael Parsons was still good. Dan Quinn asked Moses Smith to lose 1,000 pounds and then jump out there. So we have not yet pressed charges against Aiden Dirty. If the court of public opinion wants to press charges against Aiden Dirty, please say so now. Put it in the chat box if you want us to bring him up on charges. We will do what the people say, as this is a democracy.
Absolutely.
So if you want him, hey, he said, what's up, Crave? He said, y'all seriously killed this one. I appreciate you for the love.
Appreciate your support, Miss Craven Cowboy, man. Hey, man, we just cooked up this on the fly, man. We gonna make it look like a courtroom. We gonna do a lot for y'all, man, if y'all make sure y'all support this content, bro. We just trying to be creative in the space, man, do what we can do. And shout out to you on your side, too, man. Y'all make sure y'all go support Craven Cowboy. One of our people in the community. She been supporting, and we appreciate her too. But thanks for you on my side too. She said, y'all got me weak at work. Yeah. You know how we do. Hey, y'all gotta share this one, bro. If people sleep on this one, we gotta wake them up. Cause this gonna be, this just part one. We coming back with the everybody's on trial. So don't think we let nobody off easy. Don't think we let nobody off easy. Everybody's on trial, y'all. Everybody. The players, we gonna do the ownership, every position group, we doing all of that. So make no mistake about it. Don't think they getting away with, these egregious offenses that they've been doing out here, man. But make sure you tell them where to find you, Mr. HTM, and we gonna ride this thing on out.
Yes, it's HTM Sports on YouTube, @More Henny on Twitter, and then Henny the More on Facebook. Make sure y'all come to the YouTube and sub. I'm on the road to 2,000. I'm at 700 and some change. So if y'all have not already joined the liquor store, please come over there and hit that sub. Make sure you share the content, show some love. We're going to keep dropping some quality Cowboy content for y'all, man. We're going to get drunk in the liquor store.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media, man. You type that in, you might see me with some shades on talking crazy about your Cowboys. So make sure you tap in for the win. Once again, thanks for all the love and support, man. I love y'all for all the support in the community and the vibe we done built here in the trap. We just reached 5K today, man, so I'm so proud of what we done built here for the people that's been here from day one. And whenever you came, if you supporting, man, if you supporting what I'm doing here every day, get up in the morning and put this stuff together for y'all, man. I really appreciate it, man. So salute the 5K once again. We on the road to 10K. I don't know what the next landmark number is, but we on the road to 10K. So we just trying to push this content and get better and better so our voices can be amplified in the space, man. So shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. And you already know why them haters hate on us. Why, Hen? Because we are the greatest. That's why we still ain't gonna never let these boys say we ain't the greatest now. We still the greatest. Don't let them play with us like that. We still
realest ones in the country.
Yeah. We still the greatest. Cowboy Nation, we appreciate y'all all the love and support, man. Y'all take it easy. Yeah. Let's get it.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics on the shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us balling, now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. That's why I don't see you make it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping, these masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. You know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody with me on the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the doubters see you make it, and show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.